Hello, welcome to another episode of Southern Football Clash. I'm your host, Justin Johnson. Well, like the preseason rankings, FPI rankings came out, they have a college football strength of schedule FPI rankings. And oh my God, at the people that are on here going, how is this that the SEC is up here like this? ESPN just loves them. Let me just tell y'all something. All right, so the SEC is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. We're number 9, we're number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 20, and then that's where it kind of goes into other teams. People are wondering, why is the SEC so high? Well, one thing you wanted us to go to a 9-game conference. SEC went to a 9-game conference, and that's what they have done. Okay. So that made it harder. Okay. You want the SEC to also schedule a Power 4 opponent as well. So Texas has like Ohio State. I mean, next year, the next season, Alabama will have to play Ohio State. And then Auburn will have to play like Notre Dame. You require this. You require so much from the SEC. And that's how you get this, for the people who are not using their brain. And, yeah, so, I mean, let me just give you a couple of little instance right here. Let's look at Arkansas. Arkansas was ranked as the number 1 hardest schedule in the country. Let's go down through there. Okay. North Alabama. Okay. Utah. That's a ranked opponent. Georgia. That's a ranked opponent. Tulsa. That's nobody. Texas A&M. That's a ranked opponent. Tennessee. That's going to be a ranked opponent. Vanderbilt. That was a ranked opponent. Let's keep going. Missouri, that was a ranked opponent. Auburn should be better this year. Looks good this year. Probably going to be better. South Carolina is also predicted to be a really good team this year. Texas, that will be a ranked opponent. LSU, hell, everybody believes in Lane Kiffin, so y'all got to say that's a hard team. Okay. Let's go on. All right, let's look at Texas. Texas State, nobody. Okay. Ohio State, that's a ranked opponent. UTSA, nobody. Tennessee, that's a ranked opponent. Oklahoma, that's a ranked opponent. Florida, they're supposed to be better this year with John Summerall. Ole Miss, that's a ranked opponent. Florida. We already did that. Mississippi State, Missouri, that's going to be a ranked opponent. LSU's probably going to be a ranked opponent. Arkansas, and Texas A&M, that's going to be another ranked opponent. Okay, let's kick it even farther. Let's look at Oklahoma's. Why not? UTEP, Michigan, that's going to be a tough opponent. New Mexico, nobody. Georgia, Texas, Kentucky, we don't know yet. I don't think so. Mississippi State, South Carolina, Florida, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Missouri. So, let me tell you something right now. If any other conference had those type of schedule, they would be screaming, we have the number 1 toughest schedule. I know you would. But let's look at something. Would you rather have those schedules, or hold on a minute, or would you rather have this schedule? Now, Ohio State has the number 8 strength of schedule. Let's just look at Ohio State. So how about we do that? Let's look at that. Ball State. Okay. All right. Everybody's got an easy one in the beginning. You got Texas. That's a tough team. I'll give you that one. Kent State. Okay. Everybody's got some easy ones in there. Illinois. I'll give you that one. Iowa. I'll give you that one. Maryland. Indiana. I'll give you that one. We don't know. We'll see if they still bounce back. We'll see if they bounce back. USC. Oregon. I'll give you that one. Northwestern. Nebraska. And then you got Michigan. So out of those right there, tell me, who would you want as a schedule? Would you rather have the SEC schedule or would you rather have Ohio State schedule? Would you rather have that one right there? Because I'm going to tell you, I know what the answer is. The SEC is still the hardest schedule. And it's still the hardest conference. And that's what Nick Saban said. But old Paul Feinbaum wants to jump up there and be like, well, he's the best coach in college football. But he's wrong. You've not won the past 3 national championships. Ooh. The past 3. Congratulations. You've won the past 3. The Big Ten's won the past 3. How many has the SEC won? Hey, you say quit going on the past. Let's not talk about the past. So you go, okay, well, the last 3. Okay, we'll go on to the past. Let's go back. How many has the SEC won in the last 30 years? Let's just ask. Alabama's, the LSU's, the Georgias. How many? Still the best conference. And hey, guys, I hate to tell you this, but we got more teams in the college football playoffs last year than any other conference. You got 5. So Paul Feinbaum says that Nick Saban's wrong. No, Paul Feinbaum, I can't say his name right. You're wrong. And yeah. So SEC Media Days are here. There's a lot of stuff going on. People were really glad to, see a lot from Alex Golesh. A lot of people were glad to see from John Summerall. Those were some guys that we were excited to see, and those guys brought everything to the podium. But there's one team that a lot of people say that hasn't been talked about a lot, and that's Alabama. And I would beg to differ because you got Mr. Smith and you got Mr. Feinbaum saying, give him the money and send him on his way. Let me ask you smart people a question. We get rid of Kalen DeBoer. He's lost 8 games in 2 seasons. If that had been Lane Kiffin, y'all'd be kissing his feet. Any other coach, you don't mind. Any other coach, you don't care. You're not saying this about any other coach. You're just going after Kalen DeBoer because he came after the greatest coach in college football history that will never, ever, ever, ever be repeated. It will never, ever be repeated. I don't care who you are. Kurt Cinetti, Kirby Smart, even Kirby Smart will tell you he's the greatest coach of all time. And Kalen DeBoer is behind him. And he took that challenge. And folks, if we get rid of him, and the fake Alabama fans, you need to go somewhere too. If Alabama does good this year, I don't want to hear a word from you. I hope you jump off the wagon. Don't be a Georgia fan or go jump on Ohio State like you bunch of bandwagoners do. Get out of here, because I don't want you Alabama fans. I want real Alabama fans. That's what I want. Let me tell you that. And let me ask you a question. Who are we going to get as a coach if we get rid of Kalen DeBoer? Do you not see the amount of coaches that were hired last year? Who are we going to go get now? Who? I want to know. Yeah, you know what, Mr. Smith and Mr. Feinbaum, tell me, if you got such a great idea, let's fire Kalen DeBoer. Then who are you going to put in his place? Who are you going to put in his place? Let me see you figure that one out. Oh, you don't have an answer, do you? You don't. Because y'all are not coaches. You're not. You don't know nothing. You don't. You're just out there. All you guys are just saying this to get your clicks. Get your clicks. Feinbaum and Smith, get your clicks. See it? They just want to be recognized. They just want to be heard. They just want to be saw. And we see you. And we see that you're stupid for what you say. Oh yeah, I'm saying that. I don't give a damn. So yeah. Hey guys. It's tough. Because these guys want to talk crap on the SEC, and the SEC hasn't won a national championship in the past 3 seasons. Hey, can't win them all. We've been winning a lot of them, but we can't win them all. Big Ten's got their little yippee. Okay, you got 3 in a row. Congratulations. I mean, do we not remember the years that Alabama Clemson went back to back. I mean, I'm just asking. Do we not remember? I done said it. And for Mr. Feinbaum and Mr. Smith talking about on Kalen DeVore, no, he's not the most entertaining person at SEC Media Days, and nor will he be. He's not going to be. Because Kalen DeVore kind of watches what he says. He's not the guy that throws something at him when he's a nice guy. And a lot of people are mad about that. They're like, we don't want a nice guy as a coach. What's the problem with that? If he makes the system work. He got into the playoffs last year. Shouldn't have been in there. Got creamed by Indiana, but they won a playoff game. Huh? And a lot of people are upset for what Kalen DeBoer said. They were like, he said the O-line wasn't there. They're not where they need to be right now. And all God, people are upset about it. Would you rather have a coach that tells you the truth? Or would you rather have a coach that lies to you? Because we've already seen that a couple times. Look at Hugh Freeze. I do nothing but a liar. We're going to see how this really goes, and we see how Lane Kiffin just steals the show. But Kalen DeBoer's not the type of guy to walk in there and just start throwing bombs. It's just not. Lane Kiffin throws bombs, and that's what he does. John Summerall said he's going to throw a podium at somebody. Kalen DeBoer's not going to do that. He's not. I like Kalen DeBoer. I think he's put out 2 NFL caliber quarterbacks, Michael Penix Jr. and Ty Simpson. I don't see what the problem is, and I think things will be fine. And for all the people that are saying that the SEC is not the best conference, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. The SEC brings in the most money, of course. Yeah, we're going to bring in the most money because we watch the most. That's what the SEC does. Everybody's talking about how Greg Sankey come out and said it has been talked about that the SEC has talked about moving away. And everybody's like, the SEC is running. Nope. That's not it. We're not running. We're just tired of more being required out of us and not required out of others. We have to pay a 9-game schedule, which other 9-game conference schedule, which others do too. But we also have to play a power. And I love that. Let me say that. Let me go ahead and put this in perspective. I am cool with a 9-game schedule. I like that. More SEC football. I don't see why it would be wrong to do a 12 if we branch off. I mean, we did do that. Does anybody remember COVID year? And I love that. That was great. Not saying we should break away. Because I still think that I would like to see us play teams out of other conferences like the Big Ten, the ACC, and like that, Notre Dame, or a bunch of crybabies. but that's, I mean, I don't want them to break away. I don't want to, but if it comes to that, I'm fine with it. That's okay. It's not like it's going to hurt the SEC that much. People are like, the SEC won't survive. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. We bring in some of the most money. Yeah, we'll be fine. It'll be okay. We'll still watch. I promise you, I'll still be watching. That's what I do. But it'll just be an SEC championship. You can't call yourself a national championship. And I want our team to be called a national championship. So I would like for the SEC to stay. Now, I know a lot of people are mad about what he said and upset about that. But, hey, I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's just throwing that on the table. I think he's just trying to be like, hey, we can do this and we can take a lot of money with us. So I think that's all that is. I really do. Things have been heated. Football is around the corner and I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be fun. I think things are going to get crazy and I can't wait for it. And, I know you guys can't either. Tell me in the comments what you think about the strength of schedule that I've put out. I appreciate you guys for watching another episode of Southern Football Clash, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. I appreciate you guys.